Police running all in and out the building. What the hell is going on?
Hey, we got a new hire. What's happening?
What up, Lo?
What's good, YouTube? What's good? Raider Nation, we are in the building. Shout out to everybody in the YouTube universe, but I gotta give a shout out to the congregation. Yes, sir, the congregation. Shout out to the congregation. And y'all know I gotta give y'all the Raider Twuan brown cracker salute. Remember, there is no Raider Twuan without the congregation, and there is no congregation without the Raider Nation. Salute. All right, hey, let me say this up front. Look, we're on the road to 500 subscribers by week 1. This channel here at Raider Twuan, we started from the bottom, and we still there. We need you to subscribe, okay? And join the congregation so we can hit, 500 subscribers by week 1. All right, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It's completely free to do. Again, 500 subscribers by week 1. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Hey, make sure to my deacons, salute to my deacons out there. All the deacons, make sure you guys are on your posts. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you guys are sharing this out. You know what I'm saying? To all spaces, you know what I'm saying? To the MySpace, to the Moco space. You know what I'm saying? Your space. And you know what I'm saying? Make sure that Raider Twuan is in everybody's face. Yes, sir. Blessings to everybody out there. Hey, look, I just wanted to come in on tonight, you know what I'm saying, and have you guys do a little talk with me. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know how I get it down over here. Every once in a while, I have a little, you know, I talk my Raider gospel. You guys talk back. And tonight, I'm going to let y'all talk. You know what I'm saying? We have some new news of recent. You know, Pete Carroll is the official head coach of the Raiders. And also, John Spytek is our GM. So now we are ready to go, okay? We got our GM, we got our head coach, and now it's time. It'll be almost time to get them groceries. And y'all know what I mean when I say get them groceries. Get them groceries, for those that may be new to the channel, is when we get the draft players, okay? Players from the draft. The incoming college guys that will be joining the NFL, okay? So that will be what we have going on, okay? So we need a GM, okay? And we definitely need a head coach, because obviously Antonio Pierce and Tom Telesco was not working out for this organization, okay? But before we get into that, let me give a shout out to people in the chat. I know you guys are listening. Shout out to Cool Kev in the building. Rob Pena, one of my valued deacons, is in the building. True Raider is here. Good to see you, my guy. Lake Show is in the building. Brady is in the building. You see who else is in here. J Dog, good to see you, my guy. All right. That's right. We got some people rolling in. Those are the ones that are on the roll tonight. Hey, look, we're going to have, I sent some things out, and there might be some people that might pop up. Might not, but that's all right. But I want you guys to talk to me about the presser. If you guys have not, you know what I'm saying, I can actually pull it up on audio and maybe we can listen to it again. If you guys want to do that, shout out to Al's Ghost. Hey, give me a 1 in the chat if you guys want to listen to the presser. If not, we can just talk about it. Afakasi, good to see you. Good to see you, Afakasi. My last live, I was actually out of town. So I'm actually, like I said, I'm back. Circus, the official legal services of the Raider Twuan channel. All right, legal services, Circus and Associates is in the building. J Dog is doing his thing. Okay. Rob Pena said, just talk. Okay. And actually, let me go ahead and do this too. Where's my two-way? All right. Because I really want to get your guys' input on what you guys got, maybe some key words, some key phrases that you got from the presser of John Spytek and Pete Carroll. Now, what I saw from it, and maybe this is just me, but hey, it's my Raider gospel, right? You could kind of tell that John Spytek was a little nervous, which is understandable. This is his first rodeo in regards to being a full-time, you know what I'm saying, GM. You know, he's been the assistant GM in various places, but this is the time where he's the main, you know what I'm saying, guy at GM. He seemed a little nervous, and that's fine. You know, it's going to be as expected. I think, you know, and I'm going all over the place. But I think with Pete Carroll being as seasoned as he is, I think it works well for a young GM. You know, to kind of have that yin and yang type of relationship. Now, I'm not saying that they're going to be fighting and battling, like that. But to have a calm, for someone that might be, oh my gosh, what, I think it'll work well. I think it's going to work well for us. Now, obviously, this is super early, right? This is where we can all be kind of optimistic about what's going to happen, what's going to move ahead. Afakasi, check your IG. If you, so this is where we can be a little optimistic about how things go in regards to the chemistry. I think there was some clear indications on how things are going to be put together, and how things are going to be ran. One of the things that stuck out to me, and that's why I said the yin and the yang connection, because they did say in the press conference that they're going to be working together in regards to bringing in the groceries. And I'm cool with that. Especially with Pete Carroll being the guy that has, experience in personnel. Again, one of the reasons why I like Pete Carroll as a hire is because he brings that experience. He brings that versatility. He brings that knowledge on not just coaching, but the eye of bringing in the right talent and when it comes to the draft and building out the organization, personnel, culture, and etc. There was a lot of people that were out there that were on Ben Johnson, and we're on Ben's Johnson, and that's where, that's what I say here over at Raider Twuan. So don't take it, take it the way you want to take it. But yeah, there was a lot of people on Ben's Johnson, and I'm glad that we didn't go that direction. I'm glad that we went with the head coach that has experience. That was one of the things that, a lot of people were talking about and was running away from in regards to, Antonio Pierce. One of the downfalls about Antonio Pierce is Antonio Pierce did not have experience. And obviously he was rookie things. Well, guess what? We don't have to worry about that with Pete Carroll. Pete Carroll has been there and he's also done that. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, the only downfall that I foresee in regards to Pete Carroll is that, he's old, but that really doesn't bother me much. I know some people want to, pick on him and obviously we're going to have to hear about that, in the upcoming season by the press and the media and all of that. We're going to have to hear about his age. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's another reason why in this presser, he was making jokes. I think he made 2 or 3 jokes, specifically about his age, you know what I'm saying? Making light of the situation, but also making it known that, hey, I know you guys are going to talk about my age, but that's not what I'm here to talk about. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm not about. You know what I'm saying? Is about my age. I'm here to win. You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad that he has that mentality, because for us in the Raider Nation, let me say this again, for us in the Raider Nation, we know how impatient we can be as the Raider Nation, right? You guys make sure you guys hit that like button. If you guys have not, why? Because I like you. All right, go ahead and hit that like button. Billy Davis is in the building. Shout out to Billy Davis. Billy Davis, shout out to Nightbot. I see you, Doug. That's funny. But I'm gonna look at some of you guys' comments here. And I'll go down. I'll go even more in depth with, what I feel about the press conference. I think overall the press conference actually was really good. I will say this though, when it comes to the attention, I think John Spytek is going to be more in the background, and it's going to be by purpose, but it's also going to be by just reality. I think, in all seriousness, just even by the press conference, the introductory press conference, I think with all the questions that went to Pete Carroll, he's more polarizing, right? So he's gonna garner a lot of, he's gonna garner a lot of attention. Okay, he's gonna garner a whole lot of attention, and I think that's where people are maybe paying attention to Pete Carroll. John Spytek might be in the background doing his work, and I'm fine with that as long as we get the results. You know what I'm saying? I think there's going to be some things. There's going to be some things that are still questions that we still have. You know what I'm saying, in regards to how it's going to work out, how organizational wise is it, how Tom Brady actually really plays into what's going on, and all of that. But as long as it works, I'm with it. But I think the tandem of Spytek so far and Pete Carroll, I think it has the makings of it could actually work. Rob said, quit playing with yourself. Hey, quit playing with yourself and subscribe, all right? And hit that like button. Hey, thank you. Hey, Lex Shaw. I gotta work on it. Obviously, if you watch my intro, is at this point it's a little outdated. But I wait till next season, the beginning of next season, I'll probably have something, nice and popping for you. But appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. All right. I saw a comment and I'm trying to find it. All right. Thank you guys for coming in. I appreciate you guys. Yeah, Alpacasi, man. Like I said, I'm doing good. All is well. I'm back in town. Obviously, you guys can see I'm not at the Ahern, but I'm back in town. Okay, Circus Raider said, I've seen enough. I'm bought in. Pete Carroll for QB. Hey, don't play Pete Carroll. You know what I'm saying? Pete Carroll can spin it. You know what I'm saying? For those that know or don't know, Pete Carroll actually likes to, you know, get on the grass and throw the ball around and play catch and do all of that. You know what I'm saying? Even at 73, you know, one of the things that he used to do, and he said that he's going to do here, you know, he likes to throw with the quarterbacks, you know what I'm saying, and run the scout team, you know what I'm saying? So there might be some videos, you know what I'm saying, that might be released, you know, in the near future, seeing Pete Carroll out there spinning it, you know what I'm saying, throwing some darts, you know what I'm saying? So that's going to be good. I think that's also, I know he was talking about compete, but you know, everybody was talking about how do you stay so vibrant? How do you stay so young? And I think part of that is because, you know, he's doing what he loves. You know what I'm saying? When you love what you do, no matter where you are, no matter how you feel, no matter what your situation may be, you can still get the job done. And I think with Pete Carroll, you know, he gets out on the grass because he loves the game and throws the ball and you know what I'm saying, plays catch, you know what I'm saying, and gets his you know, mental health there, you know what I'm saying? And I think that's, you know, just watching him and watching other people that I know of, you know, elderly state, but actually are still young, you know what I'm saying, and have their, you know, faculties of themselves. I think it really is a key. So for those that may be wondering, you know, the key to success or the key to life, you know, I would suggest finding exactly what you love and doing it. You know what I'm saying? And do a lot of it. You know what I'm saying? If it's bowling, go bowling. Go do your thing. You know what I'm saying? And you know, for me, I go fishing. I love fishing. So, you know, I'm gonna do that until, you know, I ain't got no arms. You know what I'm saying? Just being honest with you. But I think with Pete Carroll, like I said, that's what he loves is getting out there on the grass, throwing the football. You know, I think, you know, that time away, you know, like he said, that time away was something that he could learn from, but also, you know, it showed how much he missed the game. That he said, hey, I need to get back into it. You know what I'm saying? And he's excited and ready to go. And I think that's what's going to help even our team, you know, and the culture of what we're trying to build and move forward. Because I think with Pete Carroll, like I said, you know, with Pete Carroll, I believe with Pete Carroll, he's going to be that guy that's going to build the foundation of this team where we can pass the torch to the next coach. And then he can take it from there. Avocado said no pressure, you know what I'm saying? Boring, to be honest. You know, to be honest with you, I know some people hate the pressers. I love the pressers. Because in the conversation of things, I think that you can gather a whole lot of information, and then also you can read in between the lines. And to be honest with you, there wasn't much in regards to reading in between the lines. I don't think there was really much to read in between the lines. And that's another new thing, right? Think about all the other regimes of coaching staffs and the pressures that we had to go through with them. The McDaniels of, oh my gosh, McDaniels. It seemed like every other word out of his mouth was something you had to read in between the lines. You know what I'm saying? Antonio Pierce was a little different, where Antonio Pierce will literally tell you exactly what it was. And some people didn't like that. You know what I'm saying? So, but this one, I didn't think going into it, I really didn't think there was too much where we had to read in between the lines. I'm still tripping off of Circus said we gonna make Circus. Hey, I just thought about it with the quarterback thing. Hey, look, hey, we don't get a quarterback. Hey, we might have to trot out Pete out there, you know what I'm saying? Player coach. Now, I'm joking. But that'd be hecka funny. But like, hey, Pete is Pete's our emergency quarterback. If AOC goes down, you know, Pete can go out there and spin it. That'd be hilarious. Alice Ghost said Peter be napping halftime. Hey, look, hey, if he need a nap halftime so he can coach first quarter, second quarter, you know what I'm saying, take that little, you know what I'm saying, siesta and be out there for third and fourth and coach up a good game, I'm with it. Go ahead and take your nap, dog. Go ahead and take your nap. Hey, that's what we call just win, baby. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and take your nap. Go ahead and take your nap. Shout out to Alice Ghost for that comment. That's funny. Hey, J Dog, that's a good question. They can talk, but can they do what they say? That's still up for review. You know what I'm saying? That's still up for, you know what I'm saying, a look at, right? We're all in a wait and see, but we can be positive, right? We can be optimistic about what's going to happen, right? We can you know, imagine the possibilities. Especially with Pete Carroll being on that 3-year contract. I think he, you know, he was in the tone like, hey, we're going to win right now. We're going to do whatever we can to go. We're going to go get it now. There's no, you know, wait year. And I know some of you guys love that. I know some of you guys love the fact that there's no wait year in regards to this team. Now, when you look at it, you know, for most of us that have looked at it, it's like, okay, it might be a year, right? You know, because we don't know what the question, we don't know the approach is in regards to us finding that starting quarterback, right? But Pete Carroll's like, nah, we trying to win now. And, you know, I'm going to be optimistic and say that if Pete Carroll says that we can win this year, obviously there must be something that he sees with in-house already, or something he already sees, you know what I'm saying, with all the money we got plus all the picks we got, that is going to attribute to us being competitive. We're already in a division where we already got 3 playoff teams. Now, you can talk about how, you know, the Broncos may not be it. You can talk about how the Chargers may not be it. But the fact is, They're playoff teams. So, you know, the AFC West has always been rough. But I think it's going to get rougher. You know, I gave in the totality of the AFC West, we knew what the Chiefs were. We knew and for me, I was given, you know, Harbaugh a year. I said he was going to do good this year because he's still trying to establish, you know, what he's trying to cook over there. But he went to the playoffs this year. You know, Sean Payton was all he needed was a quarterback. And, you know, Bo Nix so far is getting the job done for him. Not saying Bo Nix is a fabulous quarterback, but he's doing enough to get the job done to get them in the postseason. So, you know, the AFC West is going to be a little tough. But I think with Pete Carroll, with the acquisition of Pete Carroll, we're not going to be in a position where we'll be outcoached. Where in the past, that was the case. J-Dawg said the only thing that I thought was good that he said it was not a rebuild. Hey, you know, we shall see. Right? Alpacasi. Honestly, I think Marshawn Lynch Raiders, was the only thing of note about about it. Other than that, it's always the same PRA. You know, that's your Raider gospel. And look, I'm not saying I disagree. You know, it obviously with Pete Carroll, he's been there, done it, right? So he knows the language. He knows what to say. He knows how to say. You know what I'm saying? It could have been one of those situations where he was really just going through the motion, right? But our hope is that he wasn't just going through the motion, that he was actually genuine with what he was saying, that he really meant, hey, we trying to do this right now. You know what I'm saying? Me and John Spytek, we're going to work this thing out and get it done. Of course, the Marshawn Lynch Screaming Raiders was right on point. You know what I'm saying? It was right on point, right on tune. You know what I'm saying? Right on tune. And was needed. All right? That's exactly what a Raider should have did. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Marshawn Lynch. You know what I'm saying? Town business for being in the town and handling business. It was also funny that Pete Carroll, you know what I'm saying, made it sound like it was Mark Davis that was back there screaming Raiders, which made it even more funnier. But I'm glad that the press conference was light. I'll say it like that. You know, didn't have to read much into the lines. It seemed like he had some comfortability there. You know, and I'm talking about Pete Carroll. You know, there was some comfortability there. That whatever he feels like we have, he's confident that he can get the job done and really build out this team. All the things we've been asking for and been wanting, he's in the process of working out. and he has the qualifications to get the job done. Hey, talk about hey, Twuan, talk about Beast Mode scaring the room with the Raiders. Hey, like I said, it was the right pitch, it was the right tune, and it was necessary. Okay, it was necessary. Okay, hey, you know why it scared? You know why Kool Kev it scared him in the room? It's because in the press conferences, they're not supposed to scream Raiders. You guys didn't know that. It's kind of like protocol that the beat writers are not supposed to show their fandom if they are a fan. Now, majority of the beat writers are not. Hondo says it all the time. I'm not a fan. You know what I'm saying? And for the record, I'll say this. All due respect to Hondo Carpenter. You know what I'm saying? Maybe one day me and you can sit down and have a conversation. But one thing I will not do is call you uncle. And for me, the reason why I'm not calling him Uncle Hondo is because he's not a Raider. So, if he becomes a part of the Shield, then maybe I'll consider calling him Uncle Hondo. But because he says it on the show. But yeah, I don't. All due respect, no, I'm not. But that's just me. I'm not gonna call him Uncle Hondo. But most of the beat writers are not fans. Ezekiel Trezevant from the one that works with Hondo, he's a Raider fan, but he knows not to show his fandom. You know what I'm saying, in the presser room. You know what I'm saying? He's supposed to be non-biased. He's supposed to, deliver the information, and we're supposed to, have our say in that. So in the press room, they're not allowed to show their fandom. Now, last year, there's a few times where Antonio Pierce made them, scream Raiders, and that was just, them doing that in that moment. But it was interesting to hear Marshawn Lynch break the silence. And again, who's going to tell Marshawn Lynch what to do and how to do, right? I wish somebody would tell Marshawn Lynch to not say Raiders. And I would love to watch a World Star video on how that works out for them. But yeah. You guys, let me know in the comment section your thoughts on Spike Tech. What do you guys feel about Spike Tech? And how you feel about him? Because he's a little different. I'll say that. He's a little different. Because we don't know a whole lot from him. His resume is fresh, right? But it seems like he comes from a good work ethic, from past, and he talked about some of the guys he brought in from Tampa Bay, to complete the team that they had over there. So he does have, you know, he has experience, but not the experience of being a official GM, right? And like I said, I think that's where Pete Carroll is definitely going to play his role in helping, you know, navigate and you know, give, you know, Spytek exactly what he needs to look for. It's gonna be and J Dog, you know, we were talking about beast mode, and I think, you know, I'm not saying beast mode is gonna be a coach or anything, but you know, it would be nice to see him more around. You know, he pops in every once in a while, you know, but I think we might see him a little more moving forward. Especially with Pete being in the, you know, Pete being in the room. Hey, Rob Pena said Marshawn Lynch was just letting him know that he better use a running back next time for the touchdown. Hey, look, hey, that might have been, you know, hey, just letting you know, I'm watching you, dog. And you know, hey, and with Marshawn Lynch, we know that he takes pride in the team. You know what I'm saying? He you know, he was in Seattle telling people, hey, Oakland's my team. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's my team. The Raiders is my team. You know what I'm saying? So there might be a little of pride pressure, but I think Pete Carroll already knows already knows what time it is. J Dog said I like what Carroll said. He was when he said what we were thinking, run the ball, build the line, protect the quarterback first. Yeah, first priority. You know, I've been saying that for, oh my gosh. I've been a content creator for, this is my going into my second season? Third season. I'll be going in my third season. Right? But even before that, before I was a content creator, but I was just a, you know, guest on other people's shows. I was panelist on other people's shows. I would say, and those that are part of the congregation, you probably heard this before, but I'm going to say it again. No matter who's under center, we got to build. And it goes to that statement there, that no matter who is our quarterback, build that line. Get some good running backs. Get some good wide receivers. Okay? Get your tight ends. Get your, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm convinced, against whatever other people may say, I'm convinced that you don't have to have the best quarterback if you build everything else around him. You could have a middle of the pack quarterback and have everything around him and still be successful. You want me to give an example? The Detroit Lions. Jared Goff is not the best quarterback in the world. In all statistics, he's middle of the pack. But when you have everything around him that's good, what is the result? First in the NFC. I'm sorry. First in the NFC. I know they're out now, but look, that's success. Right? So you can be successful if you build out the team and at least have a middle of the pack quarterback. Of course, we all want the Lamar Jacksons, the Josh Allens, the Patrick Mahomes of the world. But that's not going to happen for every team. So what you do is you build up everything around them and they're successful. I was gonna use a Batman reference, but I'm not going. I'm gonna save you guys from that and not go there. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Make sure you guys hit that like button if you guys have not. And if you like the Raiders, go ahead and subscribe. Yes, sir. He says Spy Tech is a binoculars salesman until the season starts. Hey, look. Hey, Spy Tech, Spygate, you know what I'm saying? They all sound the same, and it's all connected to one guy. Just saying. Billy Davis, take it easy, man. Have a good night. D Menace is in the building. One of my valued deacons. Good to see you, D Menace. Hopes all is well with you, man. My guy, Nightbot is in the building, letting y'all know. Subscribe, okay? And for those that want to be a financial blessing to the channel, that is how you can do it. Cash App, Venmo, It is there for you. Definitely check that out. All right. Billy Davis said, from what I hear from the press, it sounds good. Hey, I mean, it does sound good, but it's always you can talk a good game, but can you follow through? And that's still up to see. You know what I'm saying? That's still up to interpretation, right? It's one of those things with all press conferences, right? We can be optimistic and hopeful for what's going to happen with the team, how it's going to pan out, but the real test is next year. We haven't even finished this season, right? We haven't even finished the Super Bowl of this past season. But as I eat a brown cracker, but they'll have the opportunity and the resources to build the team the way that we want to build the team, to establish culture and a swagger of the team. All that's going to be available. And the possibilities of it is available. There's going to be more. I'll say this. I'm going to have to do a little more digging on Spy Tech to figure out what he's about. I think he's a guy that has some energy. He's young, vibrant, and I think that also works with Pete Carroll because, Pete Carroll is old, but he's vibrant, and his big test is first bringing in coaches. And then from there, seeing what we can do in regards to getting a quarterback for this team. Now, personally, I like AOC, but AOC is not the end-all be-all for us. Okay? And AOC can't be the end-all be-all for us. We got to get a quarterback. We got to get a quarterback. However we get it. I'm kind of glad that Spy Tech said we're going to look all over. And we'll see if he'll look all over. We'll see if he'll find a running back in, in Russia. Or, I was playing. There ain't no Russia football league, but I'm just, let's see how broad we cast that net on everything that we need. Coaching-wise, personnel-wise, player-wise, we got to figure it all out. So it is, in conclusion of the presser, I think, like you said, you guys all said, majority of you guys said in the chat, You can talk a good game, you know, but, you know, the gun's already been shot. So I need you to run. Because some of these things got to happen now. As much as we are like, and there goes the impatient of the Raider Nation, right? We need it right now. We need it right now. We need it right now. Well, there's some things they got to do right now. And personally, I feel like coaching wise, I don't want projects. I want a solidified offensive coordinator, and I hope my 1A on defense is bringing Patrick Graham back. Bring Patrick Graham back and bring in an offensive coordinator that can run a offense by himself. And we're in a position where we have the time. We'll not have the time, but it's the right time to start plucking off the cream of the crop of the offensive coordinators. So, because there's a lot of offensive coordinators that are looking for jobs. There's a lot of head coaches that were offensive coordinators that are looking for jobs. So, and that might benefit us. So, yeah, let me know, you guys, let me know what you guys are thinking in regards to what should we do next? Do you think it's coaching or do you think it's players? Because we can talk Spillane. We can talk to, you know what I'm saying, some of those guys in house, right? There's 4 guys that I would like to talk to coming back. Okay? We got to solidify Max. Just give him some more guaranteed money. We can move some of the money that he has right now and turn that into guaranteed money. Okay? Spillane. Kuntz. And Merrick. Those are my 4. And there's probably some more. If I had to list, I could probably break down some more. And we might, and if you guys want me to do a live, we can do that. Do a whole live on that. But those are the 4 key guys that I would feel like no matter who's our offensive coordinator, defense coordinator, they're going to want those guys. Well, not offense because there's nobody that I said I want on free agent wise on offense. But defense wise, whoever the defensive coordinator is, Merrick is a specific key piece, I think. And The reason why I believe Merrick is that guy is because in the Pete Carroll system per se, even though he doesn't, he's a CEO type of coach. He likes to cover three. And in the cover three, that's that Gus Bradley defense. Well, guess what? Merrick's run that defense. So he can get right into that. Okay? And if we stick with Patrick Graham, he runs that defense. Merrick runs that defense. So, those are key guys that I feel like we need to, for sure, talk to and bring back. Now, the question is if they're going to do that first, or are they going to get the coaches? Now, I feel like, if they're going to move on from Patrick Graham, you need to go ahead and bring in the coaches, and then let's talk about players. So let's hope. Well, at least for me, I think Patrick Graham. I would love Patrick Graham to be back, because imagine that. Already being established. Our defensive side of the ball already being established. And then all Pete Carroll has to do is figure out how we're going to go about it with our offense. D-Menace said locking in Max should be the first order of business. Yep. I think there's been some conversations, I'll say that have already been made. And we'll see how that plays out. We'll definitely see how that plays out. I could say, it could go either way. But it's going to be up to Pete Carroll and John Spytek to navigate the right times in which to approach the head coaching job, and also what's going to happen with these players. Because the coordinators, hey, look, like I said, my hope for the coordinators is that we bring in, almost like an all-star cast. Because Mark Davis has already shown that money's not an option. Money's not a problem. And I'm glad that we're in a position now with this team that money is not a issue, or money is not a problem. But it's really going to be up to us. And when I say us, I mean the Raiders organization, on how to navigate that. So that's where we at, man. Hey, look, I wanted to talk about the press conference. I'm glad that we were talking about it. We broke down a whole bunch on that. Let me know down in the comment section if you're watching this on the replay, if what you feel about the presser. What words, what phrases, what stuck out to you, whether it was John Spytek or, Pete Carroll. Let me know what you think about it. If you see anything, I do respond. So You know, put your comments down, you know, and I'll definitely respond. All right. You guys know how it is over here at Raider Twuan. Make sure you guys are consider yourself to be organ donors here at Raider Twuan. We are advocates for being an organ donor. That is always in the link in the description of all my videos and all my lives. So you can get that information, and that is available to you. Please consider yourself being an organ donor and fill out the information and become an organ donor. Also, hit me up on IG at Twuan, TWUAN. If you need prayer for you or your family members, hit me up to be in support of whatever's going on in your life. Remember, your business is between me, you, and the Lord. I don't put your business out there in the street. So you can hit me up on IG so I can be in prayer for whatever's going on in your life. Also, remember, make sure you hit that like button.
Stizan. Twuan, hit that like button. Why? Because I like you.
And remember, you're a blessing. Be a blessing to someone else. And let's go, Raiders.
What up, Lo?
Today is a day when our heroes of the past become our legends of the future. Time never really stops for the great ones. We wrap them in a cloak of immortality and remember what great people they were. We recognize you, Virginia Matt, his sons Mike and Joey. They were a football family, so that John could pursue his dreams. To Raider Twuan and a tribute to John Madden and Al Jacobs. We declare that the fire that burns the brightest in the Raiders organization is the will to win. Ladies and gentlemen, the Madden family.
All of those great Raider players have played
Hey, Raider Twuan here. You must watch one of my videos or lives. Thank you for watching. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and it's right there. Or if you want to watch one of my videos, watch it right there. And let's go, Raiders.